What's going on, y'all? It's Claude. You're checking me out again at Mostly Healthy Food Reviews. Today's my spaghetti day. I got some spaghettis. They're gluten-free, so that's pretty healthy, right? I also wanted to try this Ragu tomato, garlic, and onion chunky flavored sauce. Now, I usually make my own sauce, but this time around, chose not to. Wanted to try something different because I obviously can't give y'all all my sauce. And if I did, it would be totally biased. And it's not really a real review if I'm reviewing my own sauce. I'm just saying. You can never really get spaghetti sauce in a jar that tastes better than your own homemade spaghetti sauce. We all know that. People that really cook, we all know that. You cut up your own tomato, you cut up your own garlic cloves, and your own onion, you do it yourself. Always tastes better. I haven't gone grocery shopping yet. Anyway, I also picked up some Pure Farmland Plant Based Meatballs because I want to try meatballs and spaghetti today. But I want to do them a little differently. I usually make my own meatballs and I'll use turkey meat. Yes, I still do eat certain types of meat except no red meat and no pork. I do eat turkey and chicken. I'm a work in progress, man. It's what it is. But anyway, we're going to get into the kitchen real quick, see what it do with these ingredients. I'm going to throw them together, show you how I do, and we're going to find out, are these plant-based meatballs any good? Is the Ragu sauce any good? You ready for a real review? I know I am. Let's go. And as you see, these are the plant-based, pure farm-style meatballs. Home-style, I should say. This package costs about $4.89. We'll round it off and say $5 for this one. Bottle of Ragu Chunky Sauce, tomato, garlic, and onion, about $2.89. Side note, these meatballs are very high in sodium, like really high in sodium. So eat them at your own risk, guys. This is basically my message to people that have high blood pressure and or heart issues. I'm doing this for flavor primarily only. Would I get these often? Depending on how the taste is going to taste. We're going to find out one way or another. Let's get into it. Here we go. Just like that, I'm back. I just decided to go ahead and throw together in the oven for about 25 minutes total the new Pure Farmland plant-based meatballs. And on top of that, a little bit of Ragu, garlic, tomato, onion sauce, some gluten-free spaghetti. So that's what it is. I want to know, while I'm home right now during the pandemic, is this something I'm going to want to get into again? Plant-based meatballs. I've never had them before. I can only imagine. They came out looking kind of good, but jury's still out. So let me get right to this one. See what it do today. right, let's get right to it. The meatballs themselves were decent. They weren't bad. They were obviously shaped like meatballs. They had the same consistency as meatballs, meaning they look like meatballs. The flavors were a little bland for my taste. They could have had a little bit more flavor, but they weren't bad. What they did do, though, by creating them this way, I think, is giving them a chance to be seasoned the way you might want them to be seasoned. When you're making your spaghetti sauce or you're doing your meat or whatever, you're going to season your meat anyway. Most of us do. Think about that for a second. So I would probably use garlic powder and other little things like Mrs. Dash or whatever, which, as you saw, I put a little bit on the meatballs in my video. But I think I could have used more seasoning. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give these meatballs a 3. A 3. Because they could have actually came seasoned more. And I think that the consistency of them it's on the fence. Let's say the Ragu sauce, spot on. Very, very good flavors. The tomato, garlic, and onion Ragu that I just had. The gluten-free spaghettis were also very good. Texture-wise, consistency, nice little flavor, nice little bite. I appreciated them. So altogether, meat throwing these together with the meatballs kind of enhanced the meatball. So instead of just a 3 on the meatball, I'd probably go in a 3.5 because of the way I put it all together. If they were seasoned more, would I give them a higher score? Yeah, I would. Would I get them again? I would get them again, and here's why. They taste well. They taste good. I feel like if I now know that the meatballs are coming to me a certain way, I'm going to actually have more of my favorite flavors and seasonings ready to go that I can sit there and toss on them when I throw them in the oven and bake them down a little bit and kind of go from there. Not greasy meatballs either. So, like I say, the consistency as well. 3.5. On my dinner today, 3.5. So the Ragu sauce, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 4. Like the sauce flavors itself, it's obviously not homemade. It does taste a little bit like homemade sauce. So I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. The gluten-free spaghettis, they were good. I'm going to go to 4.5 on those. Would I get them again? Most definitely. I'll probably go gluten-free from now on instead of regular spaghettis. Or if I decide to go at anything else, I'll go with a wheat maybe. Not so much a bleached product. So my actual review today of the meatballs is going to be a 3.5. Everything else, 4 and 4.5 respectively. Not bad. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, finish my dinner, turn in for the rest of the night. You guys be safe out there. And again, if you like the videos, be sure to click subscribe, hit like, turn your notifications on. That way you get those videos every time I drop them, Monday and Friday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. This is Claude, Mostly Healthy Food Reviews. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm around for all the good flavors, all the good food. And if it's healthier, it's definitely an added plus. Y'all be cool out there. Now, if y'all excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and get into my food.